In light of rumors about suspicious activity, two campus organizations team up.
Sometimes I'll be looking over my shoulder and I feel unsafe walking around on campus.
Stay tuned to see how you can get involved.
And the wildfires in California continue to burn. Find out how one Fayetteville company sends help.
Winter weather makes its way to Fayetteville. Find out how to keep your car up to speed this winter. UATV starts right now.
Hi, welcome to UATV. I'm Drew Smith.
And I'm Lydia Fielder. Thank you for joining us. The winter weather sweeps across the state and our campus. Now, if you didn't notice, the sun came out today and helped dry up some of that leftover snow. Students should expect these freezing temperatures to rise throughout this week, but the lows will continue to be in the 20s.
With these cold temperatures sticking around, pulling out your winter clothes won't be the only way to get prepared. One local mechanic says getting your ride in top shape should be a priority. UATV's Juliana Clipson joins us with tips on how to stay safe on the road this winter.
Cold weather has officially made its way to Fayetteville, and with temperatures below freezing, it's important to make sure your car is up to speed.
Have a pair of jumper cables in case anyone needs their battery recharged.
If you do break down, it's good to have a blanket, some drinking water.
Big Mike says you can avoid car troubles altogether by paying attention to your car's warning signals when they first show up.
Yeah, don't ignore them. You have a coolant light come on, a tire pressure light come on, a maintenance light come on. Go in and have somebody look at it.
He says with the sudden drop in temperatures, they've seen an increase in traffic in and out of their shop.
Yesterday morning, I believe, it was really, really cold. We had probably 8 cars waiting on us when we got here at 7:30. They started lining up pretty fast.
One simple car tip you can practice in the winter time is to just get your car going before you leave to get somewhere. Now I have class in about 10 minutes, so when I come back outside and get my car, it's going to be nice and warm for me. And this is something you can follow that's not hard to do.
A lot of things going around on Facebook where warming up your car is a waste of time, a waste of fuel. That's completely wrong. A cold engine does not want to be driven.
Mike says another thing to be aware of in the winter is your tires. Making sure your tread is in good condition and your pressure is right can keep you from losing control.
I have slid on black ice before, but luckily it hasn't resulted in a wreck.
Car upkeep can seem like a lot, but with winter break approaching, it's important to keep yourself and others on the road safe.
It's good to know, knowing what kind of condition you're in, rather than hoping you get there fine.
Cold weather takes a toll on your home or apartment more than you know. When the temperature drops, residents recommend setting your thermostat on heat at a minimum of 65 degrees. Open up cabinets with pipes in them so they don't freeze. Keeping a slow drip from the faucet helps prevent frozen pipes. If your pipes do freeze, thaw them out with the help of a portable heater.
Students can sign up for status alerts about the university and classes during inclement weather. To receive the alerts, log on to our UA Connect and provide your contact information. Alerts can be delivered via text message, phone call, or email. Text messages and phone calls will be sent out faster than university emails or social media updates.
The 5th Silas Hunt event honored diversity pioneers for their accomplishments. The event recognizes Silas Hunt as the first black man admitted to the Arkansas School of Law in the late 40s. The honorees made strides in diversity and inclusion and represent Arkansas alumni. Chancellor Steinmetz calls the history of Silas Hunt and the accomplishments of the honorees inspiring. A bilingual Latina artist who also advocates for the LGBTQ+ community comes to the U of A. Multi-ethnic Latin pop songstress Gina Chavez holds the title of an Austin Music Award winner 10 times, and tonight she performs. UATV's Lauren Krakow is live at the event to tell us what Chavez looks forward to singing.
Chose Chavez to perform at their event because this year the U of A's theme is diversity. Chavez is here and she is going to share with her album that came out this July, and it talks all about her life. She never thought she'd see the day where 2 women could marry in Texas, but 12 years ago, she met her wife at the University of Texas at Austin and married her last year. Her album, Light Beam, is a 5-song celebration of the couple's relationship. and she is excited to share her experiences through her performance with the students at the U of A.
The music is, you know, kind of about us almost kind of coming out of the darkness and into the light with our relationship.
Some of the other songs in the album include a song called It's Hard to Love a Woman and an upbeat song called Let It Out, and of course a song about her wife called Heaven Knows. Her album released last September and is very different from her usual signature Latino folk pop. Reporting live for UATV, I'm Lauren Craycall.
Chavez has topped the iTunes and Amazon Latin charts with her last award-winning album called Uprooted.
Two major campus organizations partner up for a lighting tour for Lighting the Way initiative. ASG and UAPD ask students to volunteer. Students will be paired with an officer to check emergency poles and for areas with little lighting. Now the tour starts Wednesday from 6:30 to 8:30 in the evening, beginning in Maple Hill South, room 123. Dinner will be provided.
The Women in STEM Week at the U of A started today. The acronym STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. The week aims to inspire young women involved in STEM to help further their career potential. A STEM student at the U of A says that her ideas often get overlooked in her workplace due to her gender.
I am the only female engineer in my department at my work, so you can imagine, and the youngest at that, so you can imagine how often my words, my thoughts, my ideas are overlooked.
This year's Women in STEM Week offers speakers, panels, professional development, and a workshop for children. The rest of STEM Week continues on through the 16th.
A local business plans to donate profits to help aid those affected by the California wildfires. What you can do to get involved.
A country music Hall of Famer will make his way back to the end. The official rescheduled date after the break.
The death toll from the California wildfires stands at 42 people. More than 200 remain missing. This makes it the deadliest set of fires in California history. However, one local business in Fayetteville plans to donate its profits to help those in need on the West Coast. Mama Capoles plans to donate 15% of all sales to the California Community Foundation. The profits will help rebuild homes, provide financial assistance, and help get medical treatment to those affected. The percentage day takes place tomorrow.
The Walton Family Foundation put forward an investment of over $23 million to help fund research. This makes the Campaign Arkansas fundraising total over $1 billion. Campaign Arkansas aims to provide private donations to fund the university.
20 music majors represented the U of A at the Southern Regional Conference. Students competed against around 400 other students sponsored by the National Association of Teachers of Singing. Of the 20 students, 16 made it to semifinal rounds and 9 placed in final rounds. The public will get a chance to hear the singers Friday, November 30th in the Stella Boyle Smith Concert Hall. And a country artist plans to return to the Walmart amp after his show got canceled in September. Alan Jackson made the decision to cancel several of his concerts on the tour after his son-in-law died. The official rescheduled date of the concert will take place on August 9th of next year. The September show sold out. However, a limited number of tickets still remain for sale.
College students find it hard to commit to taking care of animals.
We depend on our fosters to step in.
Watch how this student finds a compromise.
And a local TV station gets its first update since the 90s. See what university department brings the station to 2018.
Public television receives a critical update thanks to one university department. Head of the computer science department, Frank Liu, took on the software update as a project for his senior students. Until this change, the station functioned with the system from 1993.
Fostering a dog could be a better option than fully adopting an animal. One local shelter desperately needs help. Giving your time could come with heartwarming rewards. UATV's Mary Ellis covers the story.
Hey, Roscoe, you're being mean.
For dogs like Roscoe, going to a shelter means getting a second chance. After 9 years without a home, Roscoe found one, but it's not permanent. He's a foster, but for foster mom Kirsten Sellers, it's the first step to a forever family.
There's really nothing better than seeing their personality come out. Roscoe loves to lay across you when he sleeps and refuses to move.
Roscoe came to Seller from Prairie Grove, a shelter always searching for help. Vice President and board member Sharon Glover says Fosters can be a critical piece of the adoption puzzle.
So sometimes we are overrun and we depend on our fosters to step in and provide a home-like experience for these animals.
The time is appreciated, especially when it comes to dogs like Stormy. She has been at the pound for 2 months. Giving these pets a temporary home is one thing, but now the shelter needs help in a different way. The Friends of Prairie Grove Pound is running out of space and plans to expand.
And we've outgrown the spaces that the city very kindly lets us use.
The new facility situated behind the existing pound will offer everything from spays and neuters to meet and greets. Glover also plans on implementing a program for school kids to read to the shelter dogs. Reporting for UATV, I'm Mary Ellis.
Grove Pound asked for donations of any kind during this process. When we come back, find out how the men's basketball team got their first win of the season last night.
And we'll take a quick look at the upcoming recruiting class and how it'll affect the Hogs in the future. All of this and more coming up in sports.
Welcome back to this Tuesday Sports Report. I'm Cindy Mulvannon. The Arkansas Razorbacks once again came close to winning against an SEC opponent. The Hogs lost to LSU by 7, as it is their second time this season they have done so. The first time losing by 7 to Texas A&M at AT&T Stadium in Dallas. 2 games left and both against SEC teams. What will the Hogs' final record be in SEC play? Looking at the team's history this season against other SEC teams, the Hogs lost by 7 to 2 top 25 teams and scored 31 on the #1 team in the country, but have come up short to Auburn and Vanderbilt by 14 or more points. The Hogs have the potential to win against Mississippi State and Missouri. If they can beat both teams, it would end their season at 4-8. That would make first-year head coach Chad Morris have one more win under his belt than former head coach Brett Bielema did in his first season back in 2013. Last night, the Razorback men's basketball team played their first official home game against UC Davis at home. The Hogs came away victorious as they beat the Aggies 81-53. This puts the team at 1-1 after losing to Texas by 2 points with a final score of 73-71. Head coach Mike Anderson had this to say about the game against the Longhorns. 2 of the things that stood out, turnovers and free throws. I want to see us kind of build off in what took place in the Texas game. We were in position to win and some things broke down. I love the energy from them, I love the fight, but we need to start talking about execution. I think the learning curve to me is great because we're going to be in a lot of games like that. The team was able to showcase their skills against UC Davis, including forward Adrio Bailey scoring 20 points and guards Mason Jones with 21 points. Finally, this past weekend, the football team gained another 4-star cornerback, Devin Bush. Bush committed to the Hogs on Sunday after following an official visit in Fayetteville. Bush also had offers from LSU, Auburn, Clemson, Florida State, Georgia, Notre Dame, Oklahoma, and others. In his senior season, Bush has led his high school team to back-to-back state championships and has helped his team to gain a #1 spot as they look forward to going for a three-peat. Bush committing makes him the 24th overall player to sign to the Hogs' 2019 recruiting class. This season may not have turned out as expected, but looking towards the future, the Hogs have big potential for the 2019 season. The Hogs have a 20 recruiting class this year and are expected to be better in the future year. But don't get too excited. These young players coming in will need a year or 2 of experience under their belt before making a big impact on the field. That's all the time we have. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at UATV Sports for all the latest updates. Up next, we'll take a look at tomorrow's weather.
Well, it looks like the cold will continue to stay with a high of 36 tomorrow and a low of 21.
Now make sure to bundle up and stay warm. It's going to be a cold one, just like today. I'll tell you what, that was painful.
Did you get to enjoy any of the snow, or were you in classes?
I was actually not in class. I was in my apartment, so.
Good for you. Well, that's all the time we have for UATV tonight. I'm Drew Smith.
And I'm Lydia Fielder. Have a great night.